You literally can't open a social media app today without some finance guru claiming they've cracked the code to effortless wealth, right? It's everywhere. But how much of that is real, and how much is just a total mirage? Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're stripping away all that hype to look at the actual blueprints of sustainable digital wealth construction. We're getting into what it really takes.
So, we constantly see these flashy claims flashing across our feeds. Make $2,000 plus per day. It catches your eye for sure, but notice the massive gap between the promise of an instant phone notification and the actual winding, incredibly time-consuming process it takes to get there. Look, these numbers aren't always fake, but presenting them as this push-button reality, that is a massive myth.
If we want to talk about building real digital wealth, we have to completely shatter the illusion of effortless passive income. That whole idea of no work, guaranteed success, and instant money, absolute fantasy. The reality is much closer to a physical construction site. It requires serious, heavy initial lifting, non-stop skill development, and relentless ongoing maintenance.
Okay, let's move into Section 1, the passive income illusion.
Here is the true, totally unglamorous definition of passive income. It's money earned from systems that continue generating revenue after the initial work is completed. Creators absolutely love to show you the finish line, but they conveniently edit out the grueling marathon they had to run just to get there. In the digital world, passive actually means front-loading an unbelievable amount of work, usually long before you see a single dime. Let's look at Section 2, low risk, slow growth. We're starting with the safest, most traditional method out there, high-yield savings accounts. It's fantastic, honestly, because it's virtually zero risk and requires absolutely no special skills. You just park your money. But, well, look at the snail's pace of that growth. While this is truly passive, you need a massive mountain of capital just sitting in that account to generate even a trickle of meaningful monthly income. Moving right along to Section 3, the e-commerce hustle. So we're looking specifically here at print on demand, using giants like Amazon. The model is pretty neat. You create a design, upload it, and when someone buys it, Amazon prints it, ships it, and cuts you a check. It brilliantly illustrates how modern platforms totally eliminate old-school supply chain headaches. No warehouses, no upfront inventory. Sounds like an absolute dream, right? But actually turning a profit, that's a completely different beast. Because here's the reality check. Whether you're pushing low-content journals on KDP or graphic tees on merch, the barrier to entry is just so low that literally everyone with a Wi-Fi connection is your competition. You're not going to upload one lucky hoodie design and retire to a beach somewhere. Successful creators are churning out hundreds, sometimes thousands, of hyper-researched designs before they see any stable returns. It is a ruthless, grinding numbers game.
Let's shift gears to Section 4, building content engines.
This is the classic affiliate marketing pipeline. Join a program, get a special link, promote a product, earn a commission. Wonderfully simple, in theory. But the massive bottleneck here is step number 3, promoting it. If nobody is reading your blog or watching your videos, your referral link is just digital dust. You got to relentlessly build that traffic first. And speaking of building an audience, just look at the sheer number of distinct skills required for something like YouTube AdSense. You aren't just hitting record on your phone. You're a video editor, a storyteller, a thumbnail designer, and an SEO analyst all rolled into one person. Plus, you are at the absolute mercy of sudden algorithm changes. It demands relentless consistency. The upside, though? A single hit video can earn you revenue for years. But here is the cold, hard truth about these content engines. If you're banking on them, you need to prepare to grind for months, or honestly, even years, without seeing a single dime. You are literally laying bricks, one piece of content at a time, to build a solid wall of credibility. In this digital economy, trust is your ultimate currency. And trust, it just doesn't happen overnight.
Now for Section 5, monetizing your expertise.
This is all about taking what's already in your brain and running it through a funnel to create digital products. We're talking PDF study guides, complex coding courses, specialized AI prompts, you name it. But here's the secret sauce. Success here only comes if you actually solve a specific, painful problem for your audience. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is paying for broad information that they could just ask a chatbot for.
The upside of this model is amazing. Incredible profit margins. Once a digital product is made, it costs you absolutely nothing to duplicate it forever. And delivery is instant. But the trade-off? an agonizing setup phase. And furthermore, when people pay top dollar for your knowledge, their expectations are going to be sky high. You aren't just making a file. You are essentially running a high-stakes customer service business.
Let's bring this all together in Section 6, the real wealth formula.
This timeline right here, this is the ultimate reality check for every single method we've discussed in this explainer. Month 1, absolute crickets. Income is basically zero. By month 3, you are deep in the messy middle, dealing with intense frustration, massive learning curves, and usually zero traction. It's usually not until year 1, after you've somehow survived that grind, that your systems click and revenue finally begins to compound. Distilling all the data, we keep coming back to these 5 keys to digital wealth: consistency, market research, diversification, and long-term thinking. But I want you to pay close attention to number 5, your skills. Writing, editing, marketing, these are your ultimate safety net. Even if a platform algorithm wipes out your traffic tomorrow, those skills are compounding assets. You aren't just building a passive income stream, you are fundamentally upgrading your own human capital.
So the passive income dream is absolutely real. But as we've clearly seen, it sits firmly on a very active foundation of relentless hard work, continuous skill acquisition, and just immense patience. There are no shortcuts. So I'll leave you with this thought. Are you going to keep scrolling through social media, searching for some magic push-button shortcut? Or are you finally ready to pick up a shovel and build a real digital business? The choice is entirely yours.